Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tradition Forms Evolution Dynasty. I am Bama Grad 4, or Bama Grad, as I am known on the forums. Welcome to the Evolution Dynasty Week 11. Or actually, they're in Week 11. This is the Week 10 recap show. Today is the daytime edition, as things kind of jumped a little ahead on me as the week advanced. So that's why I'm doing this show this morning, as I like to say, the daytime edition of the show. There was a lot of excitement last week due to the top 25 upset of TCU, semi 24's top 25 upset, and the big question was that coming into the next week was, could semi 24 keep riding that high road? And we will see. Also, we have one of our established members in the top 25 himself, so I'll be acknowledging who that is too, and also just kind of going over a few things for the next week. Just to let everybody know, we are in Week 11. Week 11 is already underway, as I've noticed on the forum. The advance for that is Friday. There's no time set for that. It's just the advance is Friday. So, guys, get your games in fast. I can't put any more than that. I'm going to put my game in today. Or actually probably this afternoon before I leave for my games. So it's going to be a huge afternoon for me and for everybody else as we get everything going. I'm going to kind of go front to back this week as we get it going here on the scores and everything. I'm going to start with my Hawaii Warriors. We were going into Boise State, hoping to pull off the upset of the number 5 team in the nation, and we had our chances. We really had our chances. We just could not do a thing against that Boise State defense. It was very tough. But again, just like the week before against Bob Jr., basically all the damage done by Boise State was done in the first half on me. I was down 21-7 at half and cut it to 21-14 in the third quarter, and Boise State did not score again until 5 seconds left in the game when they kicked a field goal, which I thought was pretty freaking cheesy, but this is a computer. What else do you expect? But they won. Boise State goes away winning 24-14, and so my Warriors dropped to 5-3 on the year. Our first loss in conference play. Tough way to go out. So this week we have the UTEP Miners. I travel to Texas, El Paso, to take on the UTEP Miners in RYTY 32. So that's going to be a huge game there. So RY, if you're going to be watching this game, get with me, okay? I'm sorry for my voice. Still haven't recovered. I did have one commit this week in my recruiting wars, and that was a 3-star athlete. So he has committed to my school. So I'm very happy with that. Age 22 in his Colorado State Rams had going into San Diego State, and tough game there with user Big Bear, and Colorado State takes out the victory 21-7 over Big Bear's San Diego State Aztecs. And this week they will battle BYU. Seems like BYU is playing everybody. This is the 3rd week in a row that BYU gets one of our users again. So it's going to be an interesting battle. But BYU goes in the matchup 4-5, and H22 takes his Rams with a record of 8-2. So it's going to be a big game. Colorado State did have 4 targets on his list this week, 4 commitments for recruiting. He had only 1 commit, 3-star athlete. So the other 3 had to go elsewhere. So H22, time to talk to that recruiter, buddy. Get him on your end. All right. Next up on the list, Bob Jr., Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, and he was kind of hoping to get things going again after getting on a 2-game winning streak, and then he just suffered a complete meltdown against Boise State. Well, he was hoping to get it going against Fresno State, and this game was a true battle, as it just kept going back and forth on each other until Fresno State kicked the field goal late in the game, 31-28 for the victory. So a very tough loss for Bob Jr. as he drops to 2-7 with the Bulldogs. And this week he gets a well-deserved break, as he needs it. I'm sure he's going to be hitting the practice field hard with these guys and tell them to get it going. So, and also in recruiting news, he was very busy in recruiting as he nailed 6 recruits this week to the school. So that's very, very well done. He nailed 3 3-star athletes and 3 2-star athletes. So can you see 3 and 2? 3 3-star athletes, 2 and 3 2-star athletes. So great job by Bob Jr. getting those boys in there into Louisiana Tech and Ruston. So we hope to keep that ball rolling there. And enjoy your break. Next up is Rice Owls with the Commish T2. And Rice had a very sound game against Tulsa, as seems like Rice is getting on a little bit of a roll now, as they won by 10, 45-35 over Tulsa. So a good win for T2, the Commish, and a big win for him. He goes to 4-5 on the year. Hopefully he can continue this trend with the team and push him into bowl eligibility. All he needs is 2 wins, 6 to get in. So we'll see what happens. And this week they have the Tulane Green Wave who come in the matchup at 1-8. So that does not sound too good, but we'll see what happens. But Rice goes to New Orleans, so they'll be playing in the Superdome for that game. And also in the recruiting news, T2 did get his recruiter busy, and he got 3 3-star athletes into his school. So excellent job, T2, getting that recruiter on your mindset and getting him going. Fantastic job there. Way to go. Next up is, as I mentioned before, Big Bear, San Diego State Aztecs. They dropped to 3-6 with the loss to Colorado State Rams. And really, it looked like it was a very tough game him and H22 played. I mean, 21-7 game is a tough game, meaning there's a lot of defense, even though you had 21 points scored. But 21-7 is very respectable between 2 users. So great job there. This week, San Diego State takes on what I had deemed to be a very pissed off TCU club because of the fact that they upset by a semi-24. Kind of knocked them from number 3 to what was previously number 13. A semi-24 knocked TCU from number 3 in the nation, or in the top 25, to number 13. And then they won, so that dropped them 2 spots up. So TCU comes into the matchup number 11 in the top 25, and they'll take on San Diego State, who come in the matchup 3-6, TCU 9-1. So we'll see what happens there. And Big Bear was busy with his recruiter, as he also got 6 commits to his school. Excellent job there, big man. As it was 5 3-star athletes and 1 2-star athlete. So excellent job by T2. Actually, Big Bear getting all those boys into your school for next season. It looks like San Diego State. Better look out. Next is the UAB Blazers and Indy Ballin, and they took on Marshall, winless Marshall. I mentioned before in the weeks past that they kind of needed all the help they could get, and Indy Ballin, you're on a 2-game winning streak, my friend. Great job, as you won 21-10 over Marshall, and now you have a 2-game winning streak going, and that's excellent. And way to go. Hopefully you can continue this little ride you're on and finish out the season respectable. And because right now you're 2-7, and you have a chance to, I mean, you won't get a winning record, but you have a chance of possibly finishing out respectably, maybe 5 wins. I'm going to call it 5 wins for Indy Ballin at the end of the year. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and call it 5 wins for Indy Ballin at the end of the season. So, and this week they host East Carolina University, who come in the matchup 2-7. So that's going to be a tough game there. And Indy Ballin, recruiter was kind of on the party mode this week, as nobody committed. So Indy Ballin's got to get his recruiter going, get his mindset ready for next year. So, and Sox and Gators with the UCF Knights. Well, congratulations, my friend. You are now in the top 25, coming in at number 22, undefeated number 22, at 9-0. As you played a very tough game against Houston last week, as you only won that one by 7, 31-24. But excellent job otherwise for Sox and Gators. He is now 9-0 on the season, and they will host Southern Miss. So Southern Miss comes to Orlando, the battle of Sox and Gators, and he only got one recruit in this week to the school. That was a 4-star athlete. So great job, Sox and Gators. You got that after the hot streak you had in the last couple of weeks with recruits. Kind of slowed down for you a little bit this week. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to take a short recess real quick and get some things done, and I will be back with part 2.